Tonight in Clear Lake, the police department is asking for the public's assistance in locating 13-year-old Jessalyn Jones, who went missing yesterday night. Jones was last seen at 8:30 p.m. on Friday and is believed to be headed to Waterloo. She was last seen wearing a light blue cropped hoodie, a black undershirt, black leggings, black Uggs, and a Lululemon fanny pack. Jones has black hair with red braids. If you see something, the police department says you can contact local law enforcement at the number at the bottom of your screen. In other news, in Minneapolis, a 37-year-old nurse from Minneapolis, Alex Jeffrey Preddy, was shot and killed by ICE agents this morning after attempting to film their operations in Minneapolis. Footage of the event was captured on the scene and posted to social media earlier today. Just over 2 weeks after an ICE agent shot and killed Minneapolis resident Renee Good as she drove her SUV. Minnesota leaders are condemning the shooting and calling again for the federal government to withdraw ICE agents from their state. Lena Zach is in Minneapolis with details.
Another fatal shooting as ICE raids continue in Minnesota. Officials say a 37-year-old American citizen was shot and killed by federal agents.
Officers arrived and found an adult male with multiple gunshot wounds when they arrived. Life-saving aid was being rendered, and he was transported by ambulance to Hennepin County Medical Center, where he was later pronounced deceased.
Minneapolis residents were stunned.
A neighbor was murdered. One of our regular pub attenders was right there. I mean, they were murdered on the street.
ICE officials say the protester killed was in possession of a firearm.
You can see the gun here on the screen there that individual possessed. It appears to be a semi-automatic high-capacity type, possibly a Sig Sauer 9mm.
But Minnesota officials say the deceased had a valid gun permit and condemned the use of deadly force.
I just saw a video of more than 6 masked agents pummeling one of our constituents and shooting him to death. How many more residents, how many more Americans need to die or get badly hurt for this operation to end?
Tensions again inflamed. Protesters took to the streets today.
We're hearing bottles being broken in the streets. There is a literal dumpster fire over there.
The shooting comes one day after thousands took to the streets of Minneapolis to protest ICE activities in Minnesota, and roughly 8 weeks into Operation Metro Surge, in which thousands of ICE agents first descended upon the state.
A candlelit vigil was held to remember Preddy and Renee Good in Rochester's Peace Plaza tonight at 6. Rob Dorr, president of the Minnesota Gun Owners Caucus, has criticized the shooting as unacceptable. He says that Preddy was restrained on the pavement. His 9mm semi-automatic handgun, which he had a permit to carry, had been confiscated. We spoke with Dorr a little earlier tonight. Dorr says he has watched multiple angles of the footage and he found no justification for deadly force. He says while Preddy was filming officers, at no point did it look like he reached for his firearm or moved to threaten them.
And it looks, it's hard to tell with the video, but it looks like he had a phone in his hand, and you can't draw a firearm while having a phone in your hand. So absent any other additional information, I have a hard time seeing why this would be a justified shooting.
With rising tensions in the Twin Cities, Dorr says he would never advise a gun owner to not exercise their Second Amendment rights, but even if they are permitted to carry, he says they may now have to consider that they could be shot for it.